Good morning, everybody. So today we're going to do I don't know what you'd call it. I call it a back fold card, where you actually fold it back from this side. Okay, and there's one using let's see, the Seaside Bay. I thought that was pretty. And then here's one using the, oh, sorry, Encircled in Nature. So the only difference between these, you can see this one I'm using a rectangle, this one I'm using a circle. This one I don't have a latch, this one I do. So if you like the latch there, so that this, see, otherwise it wouldn't stay closed, but if you like to have it closed, you can always put a little latch. All right, so we're going to do one more, and we're going to use some of these colors, the Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, and the Sweet Sorbet, because they are retiring at the end of this month, and I still had a lot of the Sweet Sorbet paper that I needed to use. So we'll bring these back at the end so you can see them again. So to do this one, pretty easy. You're just going to start with your regular 8.5 by 11 cardstock. You're going to cut it in half at 5.5. Okay. And now you're going to score it. So the actual measurements for scoring you could vary based on what you have, but I did 1 1/4 on this side, 1 1/4, and then I just bring it over to 3. Those seem to be the easiest ones for me. So I did 1 1/4 on that side, and then folded over and did 3. Okay, and that leaves you your 4 1/4 on the inside. Let's move these out of the way. Need to get out my newer bone folder. This one is quite used. And make your folds. So that's really all there is to the fancy fold part of this. All right. Now you can see, even though I'm burnishing it pretty well, it's going to flip up like that. Now it'll be fine in the envelope, and then when they open it, it would flip up a little bit. So you don't have to put a latch. And I'm going to show this one both ways. So this time, the first time I did a rectangle, next time was a circle. This time I'm using some of these countryside corners. And I'm going to use the Tahitian Tide here. Just bring my trimmer back over. So this needs to be 5 1/4 long. And then I'll need the 3-inch side there. I'll need this at 2 1/4. It'll go on that side. And then the 1 1/4 side, I just need 1. Okay, and that leaves you with a piece left over. I'll show you the insides again. On that first card, I put that extra piece on the inside. Second card, I didn't. All right, and these, actually, you know what I'm going to do this time? I'm going to use the opposite sides of the paper. I think that'll be cute. So these 2022 colors are getting ready to go. I think they're on the retiring list, if they're not already gone. And there's some pretty new colors coming for 2024 that I actually have already gotten on my pre-order. Let's see. Okay. There we go. All right. So that's all there is to it. Now I'm going to take this and stamp it, and that's what's going to be my front piece here. It could go either way. And again, the shape that you use, totally up to you. I was going to use this Planted Paradise again this week because I thought when I did mine last time, I said I thought it was retiring, but you know what? It's not. So I get to continue to use this one, which is really nice. All right. Where's my block? There it is. Okay. So again, remember on these, you can stamp the one side solid and turn over and stamp the other side with the design. I'm just going to stamp once on this one. Okay, and I might go ahead and stamp my inside. No, because I'm going to do something different, but I will go ahead and stamp the envelope on this one too. Get that out of the way. Okay. All right then. Then I'm going to use some kind of the leaves. Let's see. I have many choices. I might just use these because they're nice and tall. 2, 3. I think I can get 3 on there, and I do want to use a Post-it note. This isn't really a Post-it because it's not sticky, but just use a piece of paper so that I can mask this off and I won't stamp over top of my pot. And again, all of these are, stamp the first one there. See, and that gives me the look that it's down in the pot. All of these are the ones that you can stamp the solid from the back side of the stamp and the design on the front side. Okay. And I better go ahead and do the envelope too while I've got it out. I've been trying to do those this year, I told you, because, you know, it always come to, oh dear, I need to get this out in the mailbox, and I didn't have time to do the envelope. And so then you send a naked envelope, and I don't really like to do that. I would much prefer the envelope have something pretty on it. Okay, that'll do it for the envelope. All right, and then I was going to put the down from the translucent florals. I really like that one. Put that on there. Stamp because that would fit right up there at the top. And I'll do that one in the Sweet Sorbet. It's really a pretty red. And I'm going to miss not being able to order more of that. But like I said, I still have some to use up. Perfect. All right. Always worry about that, you know, the last thing that you're stamping and you go, man, if I mess that up, then I got to do everything all over again. Okay. Just add this. And this gives a, excuse me, gives a pretty wide border. All right, and then I'm going to add this to the front. This is really nice. So remember, only put adhesive down the one side. And just to be extra strong, I think I'm going to use a piece of the Terra tape. Whoever came up with that, I thank them. I use that Terra tape all the time. Okay. All right, so then I'm going to add this right there. Okay, now if you want to send it like this is fine. I thought though, if I wanted to put a little stop, that I could add a little one of these doodahs or a little flower. I think I might use the flower. I cut two because I feel like it's going to be stronger, more sturdy if I put two of them together. So again, this is totally optional. You do not, I mean, it's fine just like that, and we're going to do the inside, but let that dry a minute while I'm working on the inside. There we go. So I cut the inside on this one with more of a border. I went 5 by 3 3/4 instead of the usual 5 1/4 by 4. Just for no reason. I just liked the sweet sorbet and wanted to show more of that. All right, so then on the inside, I was going to do wishing you all the happiness in the world. Again, I'll do that in the sweet sorbet because the happy birthday in the front is in the same. This is a very juicy pad still. I don't want to get that on here. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. All right, and then what do I want to put on the inside as far as words? You know what? I was thinking it might be cute if I did the pot and then did a couple of those leaves on either side. Did you notice I cleaned my blocks and my top here? Just hand sanitizer will do that. Or just alcohol if you don't want to use hand sanitizer. All right, so what color? Let's see. It's going to be Tahitian Tide. And then I'll do some of those leaves again in the green. Maybe a different leaf. Whoops. Well, look what I did there. Doesn't that always get you when that happens? All right, so do I want to use the same leaves or something different? I think I'll just use the same ones. So that'll carry over from the front. A little piece of scrap paper. There it is. I'll put that down again. All right, I think that came out okay, except for my little doodah up there. But I can erase that. All right. I can put this on the inside of the card. Put extra little tape there where the little fold happened, and that helps to hold it down flatter. Okay, there. All right, so then if you want to add the little stop, I put the little dimensionals Again, you can't put them all over because this thing needs to come underneath of it, but I put them on 2 of the petals. There we go, and then that way this can slip here. And again, that's just a matter of personal preference. If you don't mind it, coming up. There we go. Now see that I hold it down. Adds a little something too. So this one, they would just take it open like that. Really glad this set's not retiring. Started using it a lot. Okay, so we have that one with the countryside corners. We had this one with no stop there and just the rectangle. And then we had this one with the encircled in nature. All right, and this one I put the little stop on. And put that, just stamp, instead of having a white piece on the inside, this is light enough that I could stamp on that. Also notice on this one, I actually stamped on the designer paper. So this one I didn't put it on the second side. I put the same paper both sides here. I flipped it and put different papers here, and this one I didn't put any. So you've got the choice of the shape that you're going to use, whether or not you want to use a stop. And other than that, sky's the limit. So I hope you might try one of these back fold cards, as I call them, and I hope you have a great day.